Well, let's start with Paul George. He's from Southern California. He said repeatedly he would love to win a championship in his hometown. So why even take these meetings with these other teams?
Paul George has had a year to negotiate a deal with the Clippers, that he wants to take. And they've gone back and forth, certainly in the last several months. Kawhi Leonard got his extension done, 3 years, less than the max during the season. Paul George wasn't ready to do that, and now we are into unrestricted free agency. He wants that 4th year on his contract. The Clippers have not offered it. And certainly, he's looking at that Clipper roster and asking himself, too, are we a championship contender? All those factors. I think being in Southern California, being part of the Clippers as they go into the new Intuit Dome, I think those are things that are still very appealing to him. But Philadelphia out in the marketplace, Orlando to an extent out in the marketplace for him, can offer him that 4th year. And Philadelphia certainly, is there a clear path in the Eastern Conference to try to win, although you still have to be able to go through Boston. Philly sees Paul George as a player that can help them get through the Celtics. All
right, well, let's go back to LeBron now. He says he's willing to take less money if the Lakers can use the mid-level exception and sign an impact player. Some of the names of the impact player we've heard: Klay Thompson, James Harden with the Clippers, Jonas Valanciunas potentially. What's the likelihood, though, Woj, that the Lakers could get what LeBron is asking them to do?
It's going to be very difficult. Number one, there's not a lot of impact free agents in this class, but you just named 3 of them. James Harden, he could get double that to return to the Clippers. And Klay Thompson, I think it's very clear his days in Golden State are over, but the Warriors want to help him in a sign-and-trade situation, perhaps the teams who don't have the cap space for him, to be able to get a bigger contract. And if the Warriors can get back some assets in that, they're more than happy, and they're going to be on the phones tomorrow trying to help Klay Thompson do that. Essentially, LeBron James would have to take about $20 million off what will essentially be about a $50 million annual salary to get the Lakers to that $13 million mid-level exception. And then you've got to get someone to take it. But the idea is if they can't get an impact player, and this is what Rich Paul told our Dave McMiniman today, then LeBron will take the max. So it's a great gesture. It certainly gives the Lakers, some opportunities, to try to improve themselves. I think it's going to be very difficult to do. I won't say impossible, but I think it's going to be really difficult. You're going to be asking some guys to take far less than what may be available to them elsewhere on the market.
Maybe LeBron has to be the best salesman that the Lakers have if they're going to get that impact player at the mid-level. Much more from Woj and his phone over the next several hours. Appreciate it, man.
I'm on fire.